got a job going to Shelbyville, Indiana. I want to talk for a second about coronavirus, Western belligerence, and the fall of the West. That might be what I call it. This belligerence, this arrogance, isn't just endemic to America. That, they don't want to regard this as a serious threat. They downplay it. Then once people start dying and bodies start dropping, they tell you that you've got to go back to work for the sake of the economy. It's another example of America engaging in immoral, or not immoral, but inappropriate conduct, to where it's hard for me to give an opinion on what they should do, because America's fucked up. Trump is fucked up and got us to this point. I mean, they should have locked this thing down back in January or February. They should have been like telling people, making people aware of it. Instead, Trump lied and downplayed it from day one. People still aren't taking it seriously down here. Yep, they still aren't. Trump threatening Iran. Trump in his aggression, which he said he was going to have less aggression, he had more aggression. I love it when conservatives, they say they're leaving, he just ended the Afghan war. He kind of had to, didn't he? I mean, they're killing more civilians than the Taliban, from what I understand. They're losing ground in Afghanistan. I don't see that as a win. You know what I mean? I don't see him getting together with the Taliban as a win. I know that people, they want to find anything for Trump to say, well, he did do this, when he didn't. They're looking at they're desperate. And I'm gonna tell you something else too. I don't believe the war is over with. I believe he's gonna keep engaging in private contractor work. There's gonna be some secret stuff behind it. I don't believe the hostility's over with. Not at all. Not even a little bit. They're just telling you that. Because they want to make Trump out to be a John Wayne character, but he's not. Even his personality, he's a bitch. He's a pussy. Firing sessions over Twitter, like, dude, this is a pussy. He's a pussy and a coward. I'm not even on subject. To me, the West downplaying coronavirus, calling Democrat hoax, British people joking about it, saying, don't be afraid of it and all that. I think that it's a form of nihilism. It's a form of ignorance of reality. I like what one guy said, that it's like if the Luftwaffe, the Nazi Air Force, is flying over the East End, and you see it. Everybody sees it. And instead of you guys turn the lights out, shut the lights down, run to the bunker, alert everybody, grab your bag and run to the... Instead of that, no, let's have a block party. I mean, that's to me where the West is at. People talk about hedonism, and really this is the real thing. They talk about like how gay people and transgender people, like legitimizing homosexual relations, or that's depravity, or somehow that makes America. No, I don't see that. I think it's American arrogance that says we have the liberty to ignore reality because we're America. We don't have to acknowledge reality. We can just go to war. In fact, we can just go to war with reality. We can do that, which we've been doing. We can ignore reality, ignore facts. We don't have to. That's for everybody else to acknowledge. That's for everybody else to have to deal with reality and facts and problems. I think that ultimately they're downplaying of this major pandemic. I think that the West the way they responded with their doctors, the delayed response. I think America has lost something. I don't know. I don't know why I feel that way, but I feel like as far as prestige, America has lost something they can't ever get back. I really feel like that. You know, with what Trump has done. And I don't mean that just as far as internationally, because he's been cursing people and threatening people for a while. But as far as like from here on out, because coronavirus is just but one, it's one piece of the pie as far as the downfall of the infrastructure, the downfall, the crumbling of civil society. This is just one part of it. White supremacy, the violence is another part of it. So I don't want to just make it about coronavirus, but this was one big landmark in the downfall of American prestige. I hope to God that people from other countries think very hard before they move to America to become a doctor or a scientist. I hope they realize that this is how we treat doctors. They have to put on trash bags, and they have to wear a goddamn deli plate cover as a face mask, and they have to wear the same face mask. I mean, like, this is really America, but we're still bombing people. We're still engaging in military action. Yep, that didn't stop. I mean, like, I don't want people to think I'm just somebody that wants to beat Trump over the head, that even if Trump did good, I would still find. So I don't want to do that. That's not true. That's not true. That's not how I feel. I'm just, I guess when you didn't prepare and you're not ready, it's kind of, you don't stand for anything. You don't stand for something, you fall for anything, right? Being a prepper means standing for something, right? When you are not prepared for any particular interruption in services or in the economy, when you are like that, you fall for anything. That's why when I first told my dad about Trump, his first response was, "Has Trump declared a national emergency?" And I'm like, why do you need Trump to declare a national emergency before you get off your ass and take this serious? Like, why do you need that? I could have told you back in January, or February when I first learned about this, that Trump was going to downplay. I knew that then. Late February. I knew that then. He was going to downplay. He was going to drag his feet, downplay it, play political games, back up his governors and screw off the states he knew he won't win. I knew that then. That's not something that I would have said is different. I would have known that. But you know why my dad did that? It's a way to destabilize my argument. And I realized why he did that, because he's scared. He didn't prepare. He knocked me for preparing. He knocked me for having guns. I told him, I thank God never listened to you. I thank God never listened to you. I thank God for that. I never listened to him, ever. I thank God for that. I swear to God. I still have my guns. I still have them. I still have my preps. I just thank God I never listened to nothing my dad said. It was all bullshit. It was all fucking bullshit. And now I'm up here looking at getting a gas mask coming in April, UV light boxes, and my dad's fucking talking about going somewhere and making some kind of mask out of fabric. Like, this is, like I realized though, I used to do a lot of videos and talk about what will it be like to be 30. The world has changed a lot in a lot of ways. At the end of the world, the world has changed. I've changed. For one thing, I was proven to be right. No matter what happens, I prepared, and I'm glad I did. And I prepared mentally. I prepared mentally for this, for a major disruption. He didn't. He thinks the way to do it, to succeed in society, is to invest in a crumbling society and to go to school and be this and be. Like I told him, it's like me and him walking down the street, and my dad's like, "Look at that building." My son, my brother he's gonna be in that big building one day, and I'm walking beside him, and like everything's crumbling, like it's like sand. Everything's crumbling slowly, and like stuff is falling. I'm like, "Oh shit, some, I'm feeling like bricks falling from like 20 stories. I'm like, holy shit, what is this? Look out, you know what I mean? And I'm like, be careful. My dad's like, oh, I don't see anything. I don't know what he's talking about, and like there's things about to hit him and shit. That's how I feel. That's how I feel about my father. It's like he's not, he's still somebody putting money in the stock market. Dude, you don't get this. This is the long emergency. They haven't even started stage 1 trials yet. And then like Denzel said, this may kill people when it comes out. Because I got a feeling they're going to try to rush it. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't take it. Not because I believe it's the Antichrist I don't believe none of that stuff. But I do believe they're going to rush it. It's like SV40, another vaccine. I believe they'll rush it. I think it's funny that conservatives and rednecks think that because you're a socialist, then that means you like any big government. Like that's what gets me about conservatives. I realize like their whole logic is based upon stupidity and the fact that we should be thankful to even exist in their system. Like that's really how they think. And it's not logical. It's not an argument based upon like A, B, C, D, E, F, G. It's a lot. It's just like people that like talking about Capper Snack, laying for his name. Like it's immaturity. Like I look at that. I don't look at that and say, oh man. I look at that and say like, wow, man, that's all you guys got. Kaepernick didn't go out here and do drugs. He didn't go get locked up on some bullshit behind some white woman. He didn't go out here and waste his money. No, he's still doing it. You hate that. You hate to see that. You hate to see a proud, brilliant black man stand up like a man and speak his truth, and then be willing to die for that truth. You hate that. You hate to see that because you like to see us down and fighting each other, and angry and frustrated and just confused in a system that is destructive, a system that has been designed to destroy us, destroy our ancestors, destroy our parents, and he sees it and he speaks out about it, and you hate that. Because you can't, that's why the only thing I heard of white people say, I heard them say, what they said? They said, that $10,000 he made last year, that makes him really oppressed. And I'm like you gotta be a rich white man to even think of that. Like, that money means nothing. When he walk on the street, he's still a black man. That doesn't mean shit, having that money. It don't mean a damn thing. Listen, I dress nice. I drove a truck over this country. I had white men follow me around the stores. Okay? And it's crazy because it's like, I'll be on the phone, and it's like, in my mind, like, if I was a thief, I wouldn't be on the phone talking, drawing attention to myself. If I was you know what I mean? Like they're stupid that they really think I'm, you know what I mean? Like I'm gonna be a thief. I would be kind of sneaky. What that shows you is, it don't matter like how you dress or how you carry yourself. This man is at war with us. These cave people are at war with us. You know what I mean? Period. You can fool yourself and think, oh well, no man, you. I was telling Denzel 3 days ago. FBI picked up a guy. It was a shooting. He got killed, I think. He was attempting to put a bomb at one of these hospitals in Missouri, full of people who were sick with COVID-19. You think, you believe that because of the pandemic, white men are going to stop engaging in domestic terrorism? You got another thing coming. This man, we at war, brother. And I'm not saying that because I want to be at war. I'm saying it because that's reality. We're at war. Period. And we've got leadership that refuses to act. We have leadership that refuses to act appropriately in response to that domestic terrorism threat. That's a real threat. That's real talk. They just get off subject, stay on subject. I feel like we're watching the downfall of America. I don't feel like it's the end of the world, the Antichrist. No, it's you're watching the crumble of capitalistic systems. I mean, I never thought I'd see a president actually come out and openly say to the people that, hey, you know, you guys need to be nicer to me, or I'm gonna let millions of people die. Like, I don't think there's any president, you know what I mean? And it's just Trump making a mockery of the office of the president. He wants people to respect him. He talks about that, how, you know, they should respect him and all this stuff. But really, honestly, man, like, Trump isn't worthy of the presidency. You know what I mean? Seeing what he said today, what he said yesterday, what he's been saying throughout the duration of this pandemic, he's not worthy of the presidency. He's just not. He's a joke. And what's worse, you know, what's worse is he's not just like being an asshole and tampering with justice and telling Justice Department to go after his friends. This isn't even just that, because, you know, I want Stone to go to prison, but Stone's a loser. You know what I mean? Like, he's just a guy. He doesn't affect me or my life anyway. Trump doing what he's doing with New York and stuff like that, this is different, because what it shows you is Trump is really a narcissist. He's a narcissist, and he's willing to put human lives in danger to assuage his ego, to massage his ego, his id. I mean, that's basically what you're watching and stuff like that. He's telling you, you know, I want you to lick my boots, or your citizens will die. Like, I don't think that helps him politically. It shouldn't matter, but I don't think that helps him politically. And I think that anybody, like, it bothers me he does this stuff, and nobody really calls him on it. Nobody's like, yo, like, this is wrong. You shouldn't be doing this. Shouldn't be like this. Why you like this? Like, nobody feels like that. It's just like, well, I don't know. It's just like downplaying reality. Yeah, it's like downplaying reality, man. I think that's really messed up. I think it's really shameful. It's really disgusting to have to, you know, say that someone like this is our president. It's shameful, because at one time I thought y'all said the presidency was supposed to be leader of the free world, and what Trump is basically saying is America has basically got rid of that position. Like, Trump talked about getting rid of the pandemic response team and all that, and no one's talking about it. No one cares about the fact this guy got rid of some people whose job it was to protect us. You know, it's just, but you know what? I don't even really blame Trump as much as I blame free market capitalism, that basically says, like, if we don't need something right now, get rid of it. I mean, I keep saying to you guys, there was a post on Cedar Post where this guy was talking about this hospital they got, and there's like hospital beds and stuff that's not being used, and he's joking about it. I'm just thinking to myself, you ain't laughing now, are you, cracker, with this pandemic going on? Same thing with the response team. We needed those people. You don't need a seatbelt until you do. You don't need a windshield until you do. You don't need, you know, ABS. You don't need that stuff until you do. And then you wish you had it. Real talk. I think we're watching the fall of the West. That is America. We're watching the fall of the West. And we're watching the West kind of desert the rest of the world. We're watching the West step away from the table of leadership. Trump is what JFK talked about when he was talking about how some people might want to, you know, stand back. And he's talking about how when America was founded, you know, they didn't design it to just founder in the backwash. We intend to lead the space race. I think Trump is foundering in the backwash. That's what he is. Like honestly, all the racism and all the stuff, all the jokes and the stupid shit aside, that's the real danger with Trump. Well, that's really what I see. Trump is wasting time. Trump is wasting time. Trump is a real lack by the West to participate in issues that the rest of the world deals with. So we need help. I don't expect the rest of the world to come to our aid. I really don't. I really don't. You know, peace, y'all.